So welcome everyone, I'm Lara. I will be the host for this team challenge. I will explain how it works and I will be here all the time to answer any questions you may have. In a moment, we will meet with Jordan, who is our coach for this team challenge. And he will guide us and explain to us about this new team challenge. So just give you a little hint, this team challenge is all about reveal and become your most authentic self with Jordan. So that is gonna last until this Friday. We're gonna have a good time together. So you wanted to know more about how everything works, how this team challenge works, just stick around until the end. So take a few moments to get relaxed because we are gonna get on board this new team challenge with Jordan. So hello, Jordan, welcome.
Hello, everyone. I'm really excited to lead this challenge this week. 7-day challenge. We're going to run this thing from today all the way until Sunday, where we're going to have another closing call where we can all share our wins, highlights, what we've experienced, how we felt through the challenge. So excited to chat again at the very end to see how it impacted everyone. Quickly about myself, my name is Jordan. I'm an author of the book You Deserve This Shit. This book I designed to help people get unstuck, find their path, and become the best versions of themselves. And the book is separated into 3 pillars. The first pillar is awareness. The second pillar is comfort zones. And finally, intentional living. I'm going to be holding challenges for each of those pillars. And this challenge here is focusing on your awareness and self-awareness. A little bit about myself. I have a couple pictures here on the right side of the screen. The Golden Gate Bridge in the middle is where I'm originally from. I moved to Orange County, which is down on the bottom right, where I went to college for 4 years and ended up staying there for another handful of years after college. And then recently, me and my fiance had moved up to Seattle a year ago during the pandemic. We both were just looking for change, and it seemed like the best time to do that. So this is a brief overview of where I'm from. I'd be really curious to know where everyone else is coming from around the world. So if you could, go ahead and drop that in the chat, and it would be fun to see how global this challenge is and how spread out we all are, and just get to imagine where everyone's experiencing their life and experiencing this challenge together. So go ahead and leave that in the chat. We have Spain, Austria, Puerto Rico, Italy, me in Seattle, Washington, Vermont. So we have a variety of countries and cities, which is really awesome to see what can bring us together nowadays. So I'm going to go ahead and move on here. And to start, I wanted to share this quote with you from a poet by the name of Rumi. And this is actually the same quote that I start my book off of. So if you happen to read my book, you'll be familiar with this quote. It is, "There is a candle in your heart ready to be kindled. There is a void in your soul ready to be filled. You feel it, don't you?" And the reason why I like this quote, because I feel like we all have that candle in our heart, which in relation to this challenge, that candle and possibly the void, if you don't have it quite yet or haven't revealed it, is your most authentic self. I believe that all of us in some way, in some fashion, want to live as our most authentic self, want to step into our power as the person we were put here to be. And this quote can serve as a reminder of that is in you, and you have that drive, you have that inspiration and motivation to want to go seek out life and learn more about yourself so you can fill that void and you can light that candle. And so I wanted to, start the challenge off of that quote as a way to set the tone of why we're doing this is so we can fill the void in our soul of maybe not being our full and most authentic self yet, but the goal of this challenge is to help you get there. And your most authentic self is really the most honest representation of who you are, regardless of what others think, regardless of judgment from the outside world, from friends, from strangers. It's an understanding that you have with yourself and a level of confidence that if another person's presence walks in the room, you're so confident in who you are that you aren't tricked into wanting to become them because you understand that's not someone who you are. And it's really easy being human to compare yourself to other people, to maybe look up to someone else's life and want to do exactly what they do, want to become who they are. But really, you're just doing a disservice to yourself because you're supposed to live your life and that person's supposed to live their life. And so the best thing you can do is become your most authentic self and not try to be someone else's authentic self. And so that is kind of an overview of what it means to become your most authentic self, what it means to have that understanding of who you are, just so you can live with the confidence of, when you walk around, when you walk in a building, you're not thinking about, who you are, who the other people are, because that is the least of your worries now, because you know that you're completely in your power and going to lead the life that you're supposed to lead. And what you'll need to embrace for this challenge. And like I said in the beginning, we're going to focus on the first pillar of my book, which is awareness, self-awareness, which is the ability to recognize your inner world. And when you recognize your inner world, you start to understand your character, you start to understand your feelings, what things inspire you, what motivates you. You start to learn more about yourself, which is going to naturally let your true identity come to the surface. So when you practice self-awareness, which we're going to do throughout these next 7 to 8 days, you're going to just reveal, by nature, you're going to reveal the most authentic version of yourself because you're going to learn the things that are most true to you. And without self-awareness, so if you don't have self-awareness, you don't understand your character, you don't understand what inspires you, you don't learn about yourself, then nothing can change. And so if you don't take the time to master your self-awareness, you'll just stay right where you are right now in life, and you'll just continue on. And so my belief and why it's the first pillar in my book is because self-awareness is the first thing you need to become your most authentic self. It's the first thing you need to discover your life purpose. It's the first thing you need to become the best version of yourself. So that's why we're starting here, because it will give you the best foundation to build off of to help you discover your true identity. And so this is the one thing that I'm asking you today to embrace through this challenge and be open to what we're going to do so you can kind of tap into that part of your life. And so over the next 7 days, there's going to be a daily practice. We're going to do different types of journaling exercises, and also taking action in real life. So implementing some things we journal about and going out and doing it in the real world so we can help those things come into fruition, take them off the paper and make them our reality. We'll also have the daily dose, and the daily dose is something that I just bring to the table. It is a short bite-sized lesson or idea that is meant to get you to think or expand your perspective on life. And so the daily dose will always relate to what we're doing for that daily practice. And this is something I do in my personal newsletter, is just a way for people to think outside the box, challenge them to maybe think in a different way than they currently do, and possibly help them change their life if it's something that resonates. We'll have a live group call again, like I said, at the end of the challenge to recap our wins, recap our highlights, celebrate together, and then just encouragement, support, and sharing. I think that is a recipe for a good team altogether. If we can all encourage each other, we can support each other, and also we can share what we may be going through throughout the daily practices. Are we having difficulty? Are we experiencing challenges? Are we crushing it and finding it to be really beneficial? All those things can add to both encouragement and support and add to the team as a whole. So as things come up, be willing to share in the chat, be willing to express what's going on in your life, express what's going on for you within this challenge, because that's going to help you get the most out of it. And that's also going to help the team as a whole get the most out of it. So now I'm going to play this quick video. This quick video is going to explain how a challenge works. And then Laura is going to get into a little bit more stuff about the app after.
Want to join a team challenge on Uloo? Here's how. Go to the Challenges tab. Here, you can either click on Join a Challenge for the complete list or scroll through the recommended challenges. Once you've decided on a challenge, you can check out all the details, see if this challenge serves your goal, what you will do in this challenge, and get to know your coach better. Mark the dates of the team challenge and get ready to join. While waiting for the kickoff call where your coach will introduce you to the challenge, feel free to say hi to your teammates on the chat. You'll be able to see all of the activities and track your progress under the Me tab, and view your teammates' progress under the Team tab. If you missed any activities, don't worry. They'll be available under the Me tab for you to catch up. And congrats! By joining a team challenge, you've begun your path to self-growth with Uloo.
Thank you so much, Jordan.
Yeah,
so first things first, guys, all of this happens on an app. So first thing that you have to do is download the Uloo app. As soon as you download it, on the main page, you will see the team challenges that they are running at the moment and the future ones. So you will see Reveal and Become Your Most Authentic Self by Jordan. If you press that, you will get to join the team challenge inside the description of the team challenge. So you can go through the main page, or you can go to the bottom of the main page. You will see the second icon. There's a chat. So on that chat is where everything happens. In that, Jordan is gonna share the activities. Once that we go to activity, it's like the blue box. So today is gonna be the kickoff call. This kickoff call to get to the activity, and there is a circle. It's a transparent, it's a white circle just right on the left side of the title. If you press that circle, that means the activity is done. So well done, you done it. Yeah, it's pretty much so simple that everyone can do it at any time. Actually, activities means like they are really nice, sweet, short, and doesn't require much time from you. And anyways, all of this happens in a chat, as I mentioned before. So if you have any questions, any concerns, you can chat on the group, or you can chat me or Jordan separately. We're gonna be here all the time to just be with you and to share anything that happens through this team challenge. So I'm just so curious about all of this. I can just not wait to get started, Jordan. So we will be soon seeing new activities from Jordan on the app. So yeah, guys, thanks so much. I don't know if you have any questions so far. Feel free just to write it on the chat, and we will be able to answer.
And then just a couple of tips for the challenge that I think will help everyone have the best experience and also just take the most value from it. First thing is just to be open-minded. That's something that I'm really big on. It's really easy to resist or even like fear doing things outside your comfort zone, doing activities that you may have never done before until these 7 days. So if there's things that are happening for the daily practices that you haven't done before, or maybe you've tried in the past and you didn't like it, I ask you just to be open-minded about it. Pretend it's the first time you've ever done it. Be excited about what new things that it can add to your life. And I feel like when we remain open-minded, we allow, we create the largest opportunity for us to improve our life, to become the most authentic version of ourselves. So that's tip number one. Tip number two is to remove any distractions. It's really easy to want to pick up your phone if it's on your desk. It's really easy to get sidetracked and watch TV if you're, doing the challenge with the TV on in the background. So these practices are only going to take between 5 to 15 minutes. So I recommend, and I even do it myself, but leave your phone out of the office, out of the bedroom, leave your TV off until you're completely finished. It will help you really just kind of hone in on what you should be practicing for that day, and make sure you're really devoting yourself to the activity that's at hand. Number three is to set a specific time to work. I find this has helped me remain consistent. So for example, I wake up every morning and I journal at 6 a.m. every day, and setting that time for myself allows me to know when to act on something. And so if you set a specific time to work on the daily practices, let's just say 10 a.m. for the sake of this example, every day at 10 a.m. you have something to do for 15 minutes. Whereas if you don't set a specific time, you have to somehow every day decide when you'll do the work, while thinking about all of life's other distractions and responsibilities. So setting a specific time will help you remain consistent and complete the challenge. And then lastly, willing to ask for help. That's another big thing of mine. No one knows you need help unless you ask for it. So if you're having a challenge, if you're finding it difficult to complete your daily practices, if something's not working on the app for you, share in the chat, message me or Laura directly. Just be willing to ask for help, because if there is something you need help with, and you ask for it, you'll likely improve your experience, get more value from it. But if you don't ask for help, no one in the team will know you need the help. So this is a safe space, and just be willing to ask for help.
So thanks so much, Jordan. Again, we pretty much cover everything. I can't wait to get started. Find out how we can become our most authentic self. I have a question for you. Just something that comes into my mind. Do you have any something like quick trick to? I'm sure there's a lot of questions at the right now for all our users. But do you know some trick, something confident, something that inspire us to be our most authentic self? Like kind of really quick trick when you are not really confident and you are doubting in a situation. Is that me or is that someone else? You have some, question to ask yourself, tricky thing, like just to think about it and, be on the road back again?
Yeah, I think my main thing in life is that your most authentic version is someone who follows what they're interested in at a very, very high level. And I think if you're struggling or doubting something, if it's something that interests you, in my mind, there's no reason to doubt it. And so if something comes up, something new, something that someone wants you to do, or maybe you're doing something that you're worried of being judged about, if you come back to that question, does this interest me? I feel like that is a quick way to kind of guide yourself back to your most authentic version.
Awesome. Awesome. Thank you so much, Jordan. Do you have anything
welcome.
else to share with us?
No, I think I'm excited. The next 7 days are going to be really fun. I have a lot of cool and transformative challenges planned for everyone. So I'm really excited to kind of hit the ground running. I'll be posting another challenge for today, a short one right after this call, because I don't believe we should wait around. So we'll get right to work and have a lot of fun today and carry it through the week. And then we'll all regroup on Sunday and, talk about our wins.
Excellent. Thanks so much. So we are just looking forward to your new activity for today. You're going to have this replay on the chat, on the group chat. It's going to be a YouTube link so everyone can watch it and rewatch it anytime that they want and share it, of course. So yeah, thank you guys for all of you that could join today. Yeah, looking forward, Jordan. Thank you so much.
Yeah, you're welcome. I'm excited.
Thank you, guys. Thank you.